Surprise, surprise. The biased BBC were not happy about yesterday's anti-ULEZ protest in London, so they decided to do a report after the event calling us names. Absolutely shameless. Basically, the BBC, they didn't really have the courage to go into the protest yesterday to actually talk to the protesters, the concerned citizens and residents of London. Yet at the same time, while the mainstream media weren't even there yesterday, because I walked around, they were there to do their own footage for after the event to come up with their own propaganda, but they did not really cover it properly. They didn't really go to ask people, why are you here? What do you do? Where are you from? And all those questions. So they decided to release this headline video, which I'm going to show you in a second, today, calling us lames, hard right, far right, crazies, considering they also admitted the whole event was full of mainstream politicians and local councillors, and all the others are mayoral candidates. But no. We're all basically, it was mixed with the far right tinfoil hat.
The ultra-low emission zone held a protest in central London today. Local protesters and mainstream politicians were joined by conspiracy theorists and far-right groups. It follows news a judicial review is to be held into plans to expand ULEZ to all of London's boroughs in August. The Mayor's office say the expansion plans will continue without delay. Well, for a comprehensive look at all the arguments for and against ULEZ, visit the BBC London.
And we did visit BBC London. She claimed that we could see both sides of the argument. No. You got a couple of nutters and you got the establishment. You put them all together and you basically create their own narrative. This is the danger of the mainstream media and the establishment. They've been doing it for decades and decades. We hadn't had the opportunity to fight back until now. Because of technology, because of what we have now, new media, the rise of new media as a movement, we can call them out. We can counter the idiotic propaganda and narrative because they have been in charge of shifting, creating narratives and everything else. And the whole country used to follow it, but not anymore. We are fighting back. And they're going out there saying, well, it was mixed with all the far right. I did not see far right there. I'm going to show you some. Actually, I have some pictures from yesterday's live stream. Let me show you the faces of the hard right. Yes, this is Mahyar Tousi alongside Jeff Taylor. Ooh, very, very hard right. Look at those faces. Yeah. We got Mahyar Tousi and Alan Miller, the organizer from the Together Declaration, Together Association. Yeah, very, very hard right. Ooh, so scary. And we got again, so these are the faces of the tinfoil hat conspiracy theorists, as you can see clearly. I don't know what I'm doing in that photo. What am I looking at? Anyway, yeah, we've got as you can see, the diversity of the event shows how far right is. We've got the various skin color. Oh, that basically means we're all hard right. Yeah, we've got Tonya Buxton. We've got GB News as a commentator. That is very, very hard right. Absolutely scary. Again, my face. I don't know what I'm doing in that photo. We got Peter Fortune, the freedom fighter and the councillor and the deputy of the Tories in City Hall. A very, very hard right. Yeah, the guy's a mainstream Tory, by the way, but apparently he's very hard right. And finally, the true face of the far right tinfoil hats. Yes, Dominic Frisby, the libertarian. Oh, how right-wing is this libertarian guy? He's so scary. Look at that smile. He wants to destroy your life with that smile. These are the faces of the hard right, ladies and gentlemen. It is absolutely fascinating, right? So, as I said, they're going out there. The BBC, according to their own charter, let alone Ofcom, forget about Ofcom for a second. According to the charter, they're not supposed to be coming up with their own political positions. Now, they do it all the time, whether it's on the climate issue, whether it's on these sort of things, whether it's on anything really, supporting, well, indirectly helping the Labour Party. They are supposed to be objective. They are supposed to be professional and try to be impartial. But no. They've already decided what position they're going to take. Do you remember the EU referendum? Oh, yeah. Every single interview and debate between the Remain side and the Brexit side, the whole thing became a Death Star supporting the Remain campaign. Everything was about getting David Cameron or Tony Blair or all the others coming out to say that, well, the end of the world as we know it is coming if you vote to leave the European Union. They did none. They very much scrutinized vote leave. They scrutinized the Brexit campaign. They were saying, why did you say this? Why is that campaign poster showing that picture? But they didn't really do that with the Remain campaign, did they? They just basically became the mouthpiece of the Remain side, and they do it all the time. Luckily, they are losing viewers. They are losing their own license fee payers because people are coming to channels like mine and many other new independent media, because TV is dead and we are the media, and we have to talk about the truth because it's time to give at least a different point of view to the public that they didn't have the opportunity to get for the past few decades. Now I'm going to continue my work thanks to your support. We're going to come back in half an hour. I'm Mahyar, Tousi, and we are the media.